Hello! Welcome back. I am playing Raft today, and well, I did a bit of like renovating. I put some armoured pieces around the edges, which should keep the shark, good old Jeffrey, from eating. I still need to finish the outer edge. But yes, most of it is done. I built a sort of construction, a building area. I can't remember what I was up to last time, so because it was such a long time ago. But I've added a few little extra bits and pieces. This waters these, which are all very much up to, there we go. So like, if I put that there, it's battery powered, so it just sploots out some water onto them, and that apparently just works. It does mean I've got to refill this up with fresh water, which I think I need to do now. Yes, this thing here, this I don't know whether this was here last time, but this doesn't require wood. It just evaporates water into the dish through the power of the sun. There we go, completely full. The battery, I'm not sure if I can replenish that. I think, excuse me, I think because I made it, I made the battery, I should be able to make more. I don't think there's anything special that I need for it. Yes, so there's been a bunch of stuff that I've needed to learn, and I've got some of that. Empty bottle. Do I need to... Wait, can I learn the empty... I learned how to make the empty bottle. I didn't know it was a research thing. Ooh, nice. Learn the oxygen bottle. Ooh, does that mean I can dive for stuff a lot longer? Bee jar? How do you make a bee jar? Oh yes, I figured out how to make glass. It turns out when you've got sand, you just put them in here, set it on fire, it turns into glass. The usual way you make glass, you know, the Minecraft way. Hello, Shadow Wolf. Sorry to hear that you're sounding that you're feeling like death. Yes, you can also make, I think if you get, oh god, what was it? It was seaweed. Yes, you get seaweed, you put it in there, you can get vine goo, which is good for making flippers, which I have, and it's all good and makes all the things. Yes, but there's one thing that we've sort of been shying away from, and that is making the was it the radar, the satellite detectee thingy. Yeah, look, there we go. Simple battery I can make. Yeah, as long as I've got copper, which I should have in the chest, I can pretty much make it. Circuit boards, I'm not sure. Vine goo is important. Where is it? The receiver. There we go. So if we can make a receiver out of this, we should be all good. We need... Right, first of all, I'm just going to check for if we have... Ah, we do have a hinge. That's good. We've got plenty of seaweed as well, and some vine goo. Very nice. Just check to see if I've got any iron. We do have copper, just no iron as such. So yes, that is something we're going to need to do. How do we make circuit boards again? Is it just copper and... oh, there it is. Copper and vine goo. So I do have vine goo, so I can make it. Where did I keep it? Was it in here? Yeah, there we go. Good. So, yes. So I've just been playing this wrong. We need to do a lot more sort of story-based stuff. While it's nice, like, making bases and stuff like that, you know, it's not progress. So I want to plop you in there and let you cook. And hopefully, I need to make sure I have got plenty of potatoes, but I need to make sure that I'm always replanting them, which I am. But cooking the ones that I've got, I'm probably going to need to get more storage. I've been made aware that you can stick these on the wall, which I completely forgot you could do. So maybe like I'll have to have some sort of storage room at some point. But I want to up here. I want to decorate this and make this sort of like a home, all very housely like. I had no sleep last night. That is why. What was keeping you up? Was it the heat? I mean, I wanted to collect the items. Apparently, it was very warm the night before. Your ship looks less piratey than I remember. Yeah, I had a downgrade. I had to make it myself instead, and this is what I've ended up with. Oh God. Let's try and organise some of this back into here. No, that's full. Nothing of any use. Get the stones in there. I do have a lot of stuff. Maybe I should just let that stuff despawn, because it's not going to be anything particularly special. It's just, you know, usual stuff. Apparently, I've unlocked all of the bits and pieces that you can decorate the place with, so I'm not going to be finding any of those. So yeah, this is all just now just raw resources. I don't need to worry about getting things. So hopefully we can make it's the like iron and iron chunks and copper is the stuff we really need to look for, and you don't really get them from these. I think things despawn in here. It collects them so you can gather them, but after a while I think they despawn, which I think is okay because you need to have a good sort of cycle of stuff. It only collects 10 things, but I don't know how long they're there for, so it's going to be an interesting experiment. Vine goo, thank you for vine goo. So now I should be able to make that circuit board and then make the receiver. Nice. Aha, okay. So maybe I could stick this in here. Like that. Just put it there. In the direction of where we're going. Or should we put it in the corner? Like, can we rotate it like that? That might look good in the corner, like that. There we go. Brilliant. Battery required. Can we make a battery? Yes, we can. Where do I stick the battery? Is it here? Aha! Antenna 1, antenna 2, antenna... Oh, yes, we need antennas. They are... Where are they? I should probably make some binoculars. I should also make an empty bottle, because I need to drink. How do I make a bottle? Oxygen bottle. Yeah, look, here's all the decorations that I've undone. Net launcher. Bow, arrow. Trash can. See, that might be good. Oh, I'm so hungry. Fuck off. Patronising me. I know. Stop coughing. Might hop in backstage if you want some commentary. Your ship looks less pirate. I've already read that. Copper, hardly know her. Fuck off, will you? Will you just fuck off? I'll be in backstage if you want commentary. I would very much like some... I would very much like friends. Hello! How are you doing?
Got 2 hours of sleep and that was practically it.
2 hours?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear. You need to be getting some more sleep. Was it just warm? Was that it?
No, I had a whole fucked up sleep schedule. Let's just go with that.
Ah, right. I know how that is.
And last night my insomnia was just a killer.
Fantastic.
So yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing alright. I feel alright. Not too bad. Having a good old stream. There we go. Stop coughing. There we go. Oh!
Oh, like flat, no lie.
It's just so pathetic. He's probably watching. Who knows?
True.
I'll leave those potatoes there because I don't exactly need them. I seem to be very good on potatoes. Oh, I can stack those.
But yeah, insomnia last night and also a lot of caffeine.
I mean, that doesn't help.
Actually, normally it does for me.
Supposed to sleep for more than 2 hours? Question mark? No, you know, don't. Sleep is a weakness. You shouldn't sleep.
Sleep is for the weak.
Sleeping is you've put your guard down. People may attack. Ninjas. There may be ninjas. Antennas. How do I make antennas? Scrap, circuit boards, and bolts.
Yeah, watch that.
Do I have any scrap? Do you have Raft?
You see that I can run it until...
Where? Huh. I need to collect more scrap. I'll just pick up these things. Hey, do you have scrap? Gimme. Because don't they usually have scrap in them? No? That's very strange. I've got 3 scrap now. Is that how much I needed? 4. Shit. Oh wait, there's 2 more here. 1, 2. Come on. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, come on.
There we go. Scrap. I just need to get some actual iron now for the bolts. Which I don't have because I used it around the edges here. We need an island. Or maybe I could make the oxygen bottle. And then I can just dive down wherever we are. But then there is a shark. Fish! I need fish as well. Ooh, fine goo.
You need too much.
There is a lot of things I need. Let's get rid of the wood. We don't need that. Now, where's the vine? Ah, there it is.
What's wrong with wood? I mean...
It insulted my mother. But then so did I, so, you know, she's a silly bitch. Where am I? How many circuit boards do I need? Do I need, what, like 1 per thing? Antenna. It is one per antenna.
What was I doing?
There we go. Circuit boards. What are they? They do need vine goo for circuit boards. Okay. Vine goo.
Of course, you need vine goo for circuit boards.
I think I said already, but my boss found out recently that I often turn up for work on zero sleep, and he was not happy. It was all heavy machinery this and liability that. I'm not really sure. I wasn't paying that much attention. I was a bit tired. Yeah, you probably should get more sleep if you're working with heavy equipment. Just saying, if you want to like stay alive.
Yeah.
You're gonna get hurt.
I don't have a job, so I can do this. So.
Also, that machine that's held all completely together with duct tape. I don't think you should be dealing with a heavy machine that is held together with duct tape on 0 hours sleep.
Wait, what?
Sam makes boxes for a living. He's got a big machine that they won't repair. So he's like taken matters into his own hands.
Sam, you might need to get some sleep, dude.
Get off.
Because duct tape can last a while, but the wrong slightest move and the whole thing just comes apart and you're
gonna
fucked.
die.
The best way to say is the whole thing will come apart and you're fucked in the worst way possible.
No, it's okay. You can repair it with more duct tape. Duct tape solves everything. You know, they went to the moon and they had a roll of duct tape and it like pretty much saved them.
DJ, there's two things you gotta know about me. I live in the south of the United States. We have a motto here. You know what it's called?
Shoot everything, ask questions later.
Is it supposed to move? Yes. Does it move? No. WD-40. Is it supposed to move? No. Does it move? Yes. Duct tape.
What if your WD-40 lid is stuck on? What are you supposed to do?
WD-40.
But how? You just have a smaller one that you get out of your pocket and just for the lid. King of the Hill style.
Yes. We have a mini WD-40 for a WD-40.
Just have two. Right, so I've got 3 circuit boards, and I just need iron now, don't I? Hold up. Oh, wait, it's 4 scrap per antenna? Oh, fuck off. Really?
I don't have any antenna extras. I'm an idiot. Yeah,
where's that trash can? I'm going to make a trash can. Because I've got a lot of stuff I don't need.
Up your ass. Around the corner.
Maybe. They sometimes things do end up my ass. It's like how babies learn. They stick. Well, they don't stick things up their ass. They think they stick things in their mouth.
Like you stick dicks.
Stick the dicks up in your ass.
Oh.
There we go. Just all the water. Thank you very much. Yum yum yum. Water. Oh, it doesn't have any wood. Have some wood. I need to be burning more wood. Fossil fuels! I need more fossil fuels! Vine goo. One more vine goo and I can make the oxygen bottle, and then I think we can dive down, but I should fish. So that I can distract the shark.
I'm surprised at myself.
Damn it.
Look at this game without having to deal with the main quest.
Aha, there we go.
Been playing Skyrim.
Skyrim? How's that going for you?
I gone through, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quest art or side quests. And I haven't even touched the main quest.
I can't play Skyrim. It annoys me too much. It just seems, I don't know. It's got all this hype, and yet I can't get into it. But then I have that a lot with most games. I've yet to see an island. This is difficult. This game. Come on. Is that an island over there? Oh, no. Yeah, it was just a smudge on my screen. My engineer came out the other day with a blowtorch saying, "Bolt can't be stuck if it's a liquid." Okay. I'm not on the duct tape machine anymore. Oh no! But that was your baby! Island! Island! Wait, are we heading... Which direction are we going? That way.
That joke. Shit, I can't share it.
Come on.
I think I have it.
How the fuck do you do this?
Oh,
That way.
Let's see here.
We're going to that island! Yeah.
Is it?
And I got a more permanent anchor as well. Yes. It turns out you can solve the seagull issue by just like putting your plants indoors, which I quite like.
What? Please tell me I have it on my phone. Shit, I don't have it on my phone.
What don't you have on your phone?
I have a meme somewhere located on either my phone or my computer.
I see. Good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Memes are important. They are a cultural phenomenon. Do 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 do. Yeah. Yeah, wouldn't this look nice if it had furniture up here?
Full expectations.
Maybe we could spend some time here. I think, doesn't it just take like lots of wood and nails? Nails take up scrap. But some of these things don't take nails or scrap. Hey, how come we're not heading directly towards it? Wait.
There we go.
We still seem to be going away from it. What the hell? Is it that way? Take me to the island! Why are we going away from the island? The sail's saying this way. Go! Go that way! This is much easier on Sea of Thieves.
Send it to you, TJ. Sent.
What the hell is this? Tool expectations. Please come loose. I hope it comes loose. I wasn't asking. You should have listened. Can't be tight if it's a liquid. Yeah, I see. Where? Why?
Yeah, of course you can't.
Why am I not going towards this? Where's my paddle? Do I not have a paddle?
Of course you can't back me. I have a freaking axe. Probably needs to be, no, it's fine. Okay.
Yes, it's coming towards us. This is where we want to be. We want to find some iron. Jeremy, you need to keep away while I'm on this island, okay? I don't want you walking up onto shore with your shark legs. Right, anchor down. Nice. Right. Now, are there any iron deposits on here? There's got
Do you
to
want to
be.
deposit your iron on there?
Iron. Need iron deposits. And deposit them into the iron bank. There's plenty of scrap. Is this stone or that's stone? Apparently I was underwater just then. I just didn't notice. Weird. Okay, we're gonna have to get like as much scrap as possible, since apparently we're going to be using quite a lot of it. I think there's a thing called a recycler that you can get, and it can basically put clumps of things together and do something. I don't know. I haven't really put much research into this game. I just felt like playing it again. Oh, I think I am drowning. Let's take the goo. My goo! Vine goo. Yum yum. Ah, this looks like iron. No, won't waste it on the outside of the raft. Hey, get in my inventory, will you? There we go. Oh, I'm drowning again. In very shallow water. Now I understand how people can, like, drown in like an inch of water.
Actually, it's quite simple.
Yeah. I always questioned, like, how that happened. You always heard it on the news, like, you know, baby drowned in 1 inch of water. I mean, you get when you're a baby, they can do that because they don't think to, like, get up or do anything. But, like, when a fully grown adult does it, it's like, how can you do that?
If you're like unconscious,
Yeah,
and you can't get up, that's how.
yeah, but these are like people who have just like they're not unconscious.
Or
Like,
something breaks or
just some
something
fucking
too.
stupid idiots. Not only are they stupid, they're idiots as well.
Like if something breaks and you're unconscious, though.
Yeah, it's weird. Don't hear much about that these days. Probably because people are very much aware that people are stupid enough to drown in an inch of water.
You never know.
I don't know. It just seems like one of those Darwinism sort of things. Like, if you're stupid enough to be able to drown in an inch of water, just, you know, maybe you shouldn't ever be near water.
Where am I?
Don't drink. Just don't drink water.
No.
You might drown.
Oof. Hey, asset reflex.
Oh, you're not doing very well today, are you? You're just
It happens.
filled
Every now
with
and then.
maladies, different maladies.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just it happens every now and then.
Nope, gotta go, doctor. You're ill. You have to amputate your head. That's how it works.
Pretty much last time I checked myself on WebMD, I either have a common cold or stage 3 cancer.
It's probably cancer.
I'll be fine.
You should write your will. Write your will immediately. Leave everything to me. I need a lot of things.
Okay, all $3 is over to you.
Yay!
All $3. Congratulations.
I have 3 money. Hooray!
You'll get it never.
I have no kids and 3 money. That's amazing.
Oh, sorry, not $3. How much is it in gold? How much gold do I have?
Gold.
I have
Jeremy, no.
34,836. 740,836 gold on me right now. So.
Is it in Robux? Have you
Skyrim.
got Robux for me?
Skyrim.
Oh. What about doubloons? I prefer doubloons.
No, what you need is ancient coins on
What
that.
about V-dollars?
V-Bucks?
Cryptocurrency?
Oh, hell
What
no.
about Bitcoin?
Hell no. You know how much those shits cost nowadays?
About $3.99.
Nope.
No, it is £3.99. I got one off of Amazon. I'll show you it. Should be arriving tomorrow.
I know that, but actual Bitcoin. Like, cryptocurrency.
Yeah, it is a Bitcoin. It's an actual Bitcoin.
No, like, real cryptocurrency investments.
No, it is. It is. It's an actual Bitcoin. I'll show you tomorrow.
I know, you're getting a literal Bitcoin.
Yeah, they're only $3.99. They're not that expensive. I don't know why people get ripped off all the time.
Because cryptocurrency investment, it costs more than that.
No, I managed to get this one for $3.99.
You're weird.
I got it. It was showing up tomorrow.
I will be dead. I have the wolf.
By the sound of
Dead.
it, you probably would be dead. You're not doing well.
No. Killed 2 wolves.
With 1 stone.
No, with 1 axe.
Ah, the sensible way.
That catches the things on fire.
Do wolves burn? They must burn. They're covered in hair.
Yeah, we do. I mean, you step outside and it's blazing hot, yeah.
Which bit of the front did you get? Well, the front, obviously. Well, this is riveting. Riveting watching. Doing some fishing. Getting some iron.
I'm headed to the,
Ooh! Hello?
Dawn Guard area, but this is going to take a while to get to.
I should probably... If I'm going to get that fish, wherever that's just gone, I'm going to have to dump some stuff. I've got far too much stuff in my inventory again. That is not enough of an inventory.
Need to mod it.
I mean, that would be great.
I don't know if you can.
There's probably mods. 6 stones in there. I'm going to need bigger chests for this stuff, because, well, there are these, aren't there? Let's just dump some spare stuff down here. Oh, actually, I know where that goes. That goes in here.
'Cause I know some games that if you mod it, you get banned.
Yeah. But I doubt this is the type of
there by
game...
my account.
Because I know Nintendo Switch, if you mod that, you can't go online, because Flat did it, and accidentally updated and they found out and now he's banned. But he's still able to use it.
Let me guess, mod it Skyrim.
Skyrim, I think don't they like actively support that?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, good.
I mean, Bethesda doesn't really give a crap on it 9 times out of 10.
I mean,
Unless they're not playing like Fallout 76 type stuff.
Yeah, online sort of stuff. Honestly, I don't think they ever intend on like finishing a game. They just let the community do it. So them being finicky about it would be a bit of like, you know, it wouldn't be good for the community. It wouldn't even be good for them because nobody would finish their games. They would have half-finished games all the time.
I mean, Bethesda's always have finished games.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. The community finishes it for them. So if they were to be finicky about their community finishing their games, then, you know...
I was about to say, prime example, Fallout 76.
They probably wouldn't, like, be a company now.
I mean, Fallout 76 did get a lot better, though.
I have to take your word for it. I couldn't give a shit about Bethesda. They're assholes.
No, Blizzard's the assholes.
Oh yeah, them too. I don't know. Bethesda just seems to make the same games over and over again. None of them have ever like interested me, so I just don't play them. I mean, I would probably enjoy the games if I gave them a chance, but like half of the making of a game is making it interesting to people. It's like I won't go and see a movie if the trailer won't interest me. If it doesn't interest me, then I'm not interested in watching it because that's entirely what a trailer's for, to make you come and watch it. And if it doesn't make you come and watch it, then what's the point? Why would I bother trying to watch a movie that I didn't obviously want to watch? And it's the same with games. If I don't find their trailers interesting or like their gameplay interesting or anything about it interesting, if it doesn't hook me in any way, why bother? And it's been the same for Fallout and Skyrim and just their entire catalogue of games. None of them interest me. And it's the same with Blizzard as well. I gave Overwatch a chance because I was thinking, well, everyone's playing this. They're not playing TF2 anymore. I mean, they are, but they're complaining about the bots. And I don't want to have to deal with bots. I'll give Overwatch a chance. I did. And the entire... I didn't want to... Right. In the past, I have not been interested in playing World of Warcraft. That's Blizzard as well. Overwatch... I gave it a chance. I liked it, but I didn't like the sort of attitude that it sort of portrayed. And it just seems all of their games are like that. They're like highly, like, not stylized, but sort of like everyone either looks like really attractive or sort of hot gremlin sort of thing, and it's just sort of it feels like it's very hard to describe. They try and they don't make things that are sort of quirky.
Hype it up too much.
They don't make things that are like quirky and weird. Everything has to look cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, it never really they were very pretentious, sort of boys club pretentious, and
All I have to say is
like
Overwatch sucks.
Yeah. And
I
when it
used to
came
play
out that
World
they
of
were...
Warcraft, but not anymore ever since Blizzard banned my damn account.
What did you do?
Oh no, it wasn't me. I was hacked.
Oh, right.
Yeah, a hacker got in my account and modded World of Warcraft. I can't play Diablo 3 on that account anymore because of it.
Wow. And they couldn't do anything about it?
Nope.
Well, they refused.
They
That's
refused
also
to do
a
anything about
thing. EA as well is very similar to that. That's why I mainly stick to like Steam games, because they seem to have a... If there's something wrong with the game, then you can usually get yourself refunded or do something. Steam will listen to you. Whereas EA, Blizzard and all that, they're all just very, you know...
Did I tell you I almost got my other account banned not too long ago?
What other account?
My Diablo 3 account.
No. So, do I have enough to make the thing?
Yeah, pretty much. I built an overpowered necromancer. This is the first accusation of me getting of hacking.
I got bits so that I can shout penis at you. Nee-nor, 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 I'm an ambulance.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you for the bit. To shout penis. I'm actually happy to give you a copy at the end of the month if it's reasonably priced. What's that? Hang on, wait a minute. I forgot to say, but you should have a look at Clone Drone in the Danger Zone. Clone Drone in the Danger Zone? What the hell is that? Is that on Steam?
No, well, no, it's a Blizzard game. I have it on Xbox.
Let me have a look. Clone Drone.
Oh, that game.
The Danger Zone. Oh, it is on Steam. Okay.
Well, anyways, I was like, hey, what?
What the hell am I looking at here?
You're looking at a weird ass game.
Clone Drone in the Danger Zone is a robot voxel slice 'em up where any part of your body can be sliced off. With your mind downloaded into a robot gladiator, you must survive the sinister trials of the arena. Right. Is their main gimmick that you can, like, slice people? I see.
Yep.
Yes, it is. I mean, that's great. That's great and all. But, like, is there anything else? Or is it just this? I saw a spaceship a minute ago. What was that about?
Yeah. Then my account got hacked again on my secondary. And they said, oh, you're hacking the game. I'm like, no, I've been hacked myself. Like, well, this is not the first accusation. I'm like, y'all said that the first accusation was falsified. So y'all removed it from my issues.
Yeah.
So they almost said, nope, not your first accusation of hacking. So we're banning your account.
So was this on the same account? Did you not like make a new account with like different
this
credentials?
was on my Xbox account.
Right. You're not very lucky, are you?
Now when it
Not
comes
very
to
lucky
Diablo
with it.
3.
It has
But-
good touch integration. I can make robot dinosaurs eat your face. You're a robot swordman. You fight waves. The audience bets on how far you'll get, and uses those points to help or hinder you. So they
Okay,
win
I
more-
want-
Oh, okay. maybe it would be worth getting. Maybe later though, because I haven't. Like, that's 15 quid for a game I have only just heard of. I'm not going to go that far just yet. Not till I have a look. Oh fucking hell! I just want to move things into slots, and apparently needing potatoes. Seems like a good idea. Maybe I'll think about it.
Yo, vampire dude, guess what? Pickpocket you? Oh, shit. Well, hello.
Where's my... Oh, I
Goodbye.
don't have water.
You're mine. No, you're dead.
How's it going?
He did.
Fighting vampires. Vampires fighting back.
Nah. Just that one. With the pickpocket on me, yeah, I kinda noticed it.
There we go. Did we get everything out of these vine goo? Do I need seaweed? Is seaweed a thing that I should keep hold of? Like half and half, make vine goo and get seaweed. Maybe I'll do that.
Never played the game.
But I can now make 2 antennas. Nice. Was that an arrow? Stone arrow. Where did I get them from? Where the hell did I get them from? Were they in like one of those crates? Ooh, island! Island! Land ho! You're a land ho.
I know I'm a hoe.
Sea bitch and land ho. It's the new cartoon sensation.
I would watch it.
It might actually be a good cartoon, who knows? We'll have to make it and find out.
Oh, I'll show up and take my money.
Happy to get you a copy at the end of the month. The game looks fun enough on its own, but the Twitch integration makes it much better, so happy to pay real money for your on-stream suffering. Yep, as usual. Very willing for
No lie, actually that'd be good money for you.
the funniness. I mean, it depends on, like, if it's got Twitch integration, is it just like channel points, or is there like a bits thing about it?
I think you can set it up to do both.
There's a fucking goose in here.
I'm hoping this Danger Penny summons the shark.
So she can do points.
Danger Penny does not summon the shark. There aren't enough games with oh no, that was shark. It apparently worked. You've managed to get the shark to eat me. There's a fucking goose in here.
Jerry.
And what was
It's
that?
Jeremy.
I'm a shark.
Ow! God, he's biting my ass off.
Jeremy, that's my job. Stop it.
Eh. Right, I'll take that. There's a fucking goose in here.
Jezza.
Jezza. Right, 2. Is that enough? I think I can
It's
fit
never enough.
I think I can fit like 5 gulps in this bottle. There's a fucking goose in here.
Gel boy.
Ew, gel boy. More like Del boy. What? I need iron. Ooh, chunks. Oh fuck, I'm gonna get murdered by a shark. Help. Help.
Jeremy, what did I tell you? Bad Jeremy.
Right. So do these need to be high up, or they just need to be like far apart? Like if I put one like here or something.
Do I have a soul trap yet? Anything?
Where's all my plastic? I need my plastic. These are all legitimate nicknames
Oh, yeah,
for my dad, who is called Jeremy. I had no idea your dad was called Jemery.
I am an idiot.
Elaborate. All over my face.
I could have just kept using Soul Trap for that shit.
Oh dear.
I have a Zora's Black Star.
It seems like you're crap at the game too. Hooray!
No, I have a Zora's Black Star.
That definitely means something to me.
It's a soul gem that never breaks.
Very nice.
And it's a Daedric artifact.
Oh, if I put it there, the shark's going to eat it, isn't it? Put it on the ones that
Yeah, I
can't
got
eat
it on
them.
a Hesper's X now.
Ta-da! Oh, they automatic. Oh, that's not good. They just.
So yeah, now you think your soul's going to Seven Guard? Nope.
I don't like this at all. Okay, it looks like I'm sticking it on the roof. X was it? Yeah. I stick one there, and then stick one on the other side. Maybe that'll be good enough. Shit.
Soul Trap, bitch. That's what that was.
Stairs? Or that might work. Aha! Perfect.
I love Soul Trap.
Now I can pick up television. Television. There. Where... Oh, hang on. I did pick up some iron, didn't I? So I can make one more. That's good. That's very good. I am good at this game. Wood for you. Burn, my pretties. Right.
We here for about 3 hours.
Battery empty. Oh, did I leave it? Oh. There's a fucking goose in here!
Iron helps us play.
Iron helps us play. I think I may have. Is there a way I can charge this? How do I charge batteries? Can I
So
charge
close.
batteries?
There we go. Relax. Take that. Take that. Take that. That. You
I
know,
don't
take it all.
know
Dang.
what I'm doing.
What do you ever not?
True. Maybe I can. Maybe I don't know. Maybe a bike will go past and I can hook it up to that and like power it like one of those like a pedal generator. All right. I'll have to make another one then. Give me another battery. Game.
That's a clever idea.
I must have left the machine on.
What do you ever not?
You can't just say the same thing twice and me agree twice.
I mean, you do, don't you?
Nope. It's not gonna happen.
What's not gonna happen?
Wait, what? Antenna 2 too close to wait, antenna 1 is too close to the receiver. Which one's antenna 1?
Oh, illusion. That's what I need. No.
Alright, turning off should...
Where's telecon? There it is.
Oh, is this... Oh, it must mean this one.
Yay, alteration.
I'm gonna stick it over here. Aha! Good. And then maybe if I stick the third one on the ceiling, on the roof, that might work. Oh no, because then the wire will just go straight down into it. And it might be too close to it. Maybe the other one could just go over here. Oh, you know what I could do? When I decorate this place, I could cover this up with like a rug or something. Do we have rugs? Paint mill. Shelves? Cupboards? Paintings? I can stick paintings on the floor, couldn't I? No one says you have to have them.
I mean, it's close enough to a rug.
Yeah. He's slightly less likely to eat your raft. Yeah, I've never seen your dad chew through wood before, so I do think, although maybe he was just not chewing through wood for the sake of having company, you know. Ow!
You never know what his dad's
Jeremy,
into.
how dare you?
You never know what his dad's into.
Yeah, chewing through bits of wood. Keep your sheep sharp. Keep your teeth sharp. Got to keep your sheep sharp.
I mean, sheep have to be sharp. Trust me.
Yeah, steel wool.
Otherwise.
Yeah, otherwise, you'll be sorry.
That was funny. Sorry.
Oh shit.
You gotta keep your sheep sharp, otherwise they'll see a wolf and go, "Hi, friend."
Maybe a sheep. Maybe a sharp sheep is a wolf in sheep's clothing.
I mean,
Drowning.
yeah. I mean, I am a sharp sheep, but oh wait, sorry. What am I saying?
Pointy kitty. Oh, that's rats. I don't see a shark. That is good. A lack of shark is a happy TJ. Ooh, copper. Ow! I spoke too soon! Shark is eaty!
Like a shark is never a good sign. Okay.
Leave me! Leave me be! Ooh! Okay. We're all good. I think there is a bit more iron around this area.
Trust me, like a shark is a worry time.
This is the way you eat the
It's a good time
spuds.
to
Eat
panic.
the spuds. Eat the spuds. Ooh, spuds. Tasty, tasty spuds. Boom. Do I have any, like, potatoes in chests? No. Okay. Wow, I got through those spuds very quickly. There. Yeah, it's spraying me. Yum, yum, yum. Stop eating the raft! Stop it!
No. Raft tasty.
You do not speak for Jeremy. Jeremy needs to behave. Ooh, iron. Nice. Okay. Can I make the last antenna now? I think it's a distinct possibility. One bolt. Yay! Good. Wait, I didn't actually build it. I built the bolt.
You're about.
Okie dokie. So can you sit here? Or do you have to sit on the other side?
Good morning.
Oh wow, I can...
Okay, hold on. Here.
Does this work?
I bet my sister's here.
Okie dokie. Wait, so... What does this mean? 418 meters. What's 418 meters? Do we have... Hang on. Haven't we got like... There's like a book or something. How do I get to the book? Is it T? Doesn't this give me like tips and tricks or whatever? Radio tower. Ah, yes, radio tower. 4798. Oh, it's already in. Okay. So that's that way. Wait, so hang on. Well, okay. Let's weigh anchor and see which way it thinks it wants us to go. $511, 1,500, and I mean, are we heading in the right direction? Which way are we going? I don't think we are actually going in any direction. Oh, doesn't help. This is up. This is down. I mean, there we go. Let the water take us where we need to go. Okay, are we getting closer? We are getting closer. So let's just allow that to drift us for a bit, and we'll turn it on periodically to see where we're going. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's say it's about 5 seconds, 5-6 seconds per 10 meters. So we've got a little while, a couple minutes. Wait, was it saying that this is the island that was close? Or something? No, it seems like we're going straight towards it. 318 meters. And we're going which direction? Usually it shows you because they've got it shows you based on the sort of the wake, like which direction you're going. But I think the wind is pretty much in charge here. So if we're going that way and it's coming directly towards us, what is it? Maybe it's like a raft or something. It's only 200 meters away. It's a big island over there as well. Can we see it? We need binoculars. Should we make the binoculars? Two empty bottles. Maybe I should make another one. 1 bolt. 4 glass. I need more sand. I've got plenty of rope though. Sand. I have 1 sand there. So the rest of the sand must be in here. I wonder what happens if you put sand in one of these. End up with like you stick a potato in each one of these, you get liquidated potatoes. Not sand. Did I say sand? I know what happens when you put sand in here. What happens if you put potatoes in here? My brain's not working. Oh, it seems to be passing us just slightly. Is it just that island? It must just be the island. It's still saying it's about 200 meters away. Maybe I should have put this in straight, like that way. Like, is there a north? I don't know. I have no idea. Hey, thanks. Come on, give me another one. I want to stick sand up here. Oh, you're not. You need wood. I'm gonna assume Shadow Wolf isn't coming back, because if his sister's there. Oh, he's still in the chat. I'll just disconnect. Yeah, maybe we need to have this, like, straightforward. Are we going backwards? Should we have this pointing in the direction the wind's going, or does the wind change? So, like, if I'm facing this way and it's pointing me, it's saying the island is there, that means it's over here, which means that's correct. Right. Okay. Yeah, let's ooh. Whoops. Okay, let's just plop that on the ground and that and pick these up. Then we'll put it here, since we seem to be heading in this direction. Although it's sort of in the doorway, isn't it? Oh, maybe we can stick it out here. Nope, not sticking it there. That's all right. There we go. So now it's saying it's over there, is it? The island has gone missing. I don't really know. I was concentrating on making binoculars, weren't I? Let's get the binoculars made. Binoculars for seeing. I need rope and I need glass. Let's pick up that rope again. Ooh. There we go. Why have I not got a space? Oh, because I picked up the wood again, didn't I? I need one more. What was that? I heard Discord going. Not Discord, Steam. Ah, okay. It's a friend, okay. Someone who does not know I stream, or does know I stream but doesn't know I am streaming. Rope. I need rope. All the rope. Nice. So now, as soon as I get one of those, I am good. Right, so yeah, is that showing up on the... Oh, it's not. That's supposed to be showing up over there. So maybe it is just whatever direction it's in. Okay. I'm going to put some stuff away, because obviously I'm having issues with storage. Clay goes in there. Copper goes in there. We've got one more bolt. Why have I got... Oh, because I'm making things, aren't I? Yeah, good. Fish. I want to stick you in here with the rest of the fish. A beet. I will probably just eat that as is. Glass and glass. Very nice. So... If I... I take that and plop it back down, I think it thinks north is this way, because where it was pointing made sense. Like if that island was there, then antenna 1 too close to receive. Oh, I need to move it back to where it was essentially. Like, how close is too close? Can I put it there? Right, now it's saying it's over there. I don't get the rules here. Which way's north? Is it the other way? Can you stop coughing? Just... I'm wasting that battery as well. Ah, yes, when I'm dehydrated, I walk slowly. I'm back, of course. I figured you weren't coming back. I figured that you were just, like, talking to your sister forever. Which way's north? Which way is it? Which way does it think north is? Right, that's on that side, so maybe that way? I mean, realistically, does it matter? Right, take that. Now if I stick it like here. So I'm not entirely sure how you read it. Too close to the antenna. Fuck it, I'll just put it back where it was. It seemed to make more sense where it was. Why are you not rotating? Just rotate on the spot. Fuck, okay, I'll do it this way. Okay, whatever. So are we going... We're still getting closer to the mark. It should be within viewing distance soon. I'm still in the voice chat. Okay, I will get back in the voice chat. Hello.
Hey. I said I'll be back.
Yeah, but you were gone for quite a while, so I thought, there's no point being in the voice chat if there's no one there. Well, even though you were still there, I just figured like your sister would have taken most of your, you know, most of
I
your
had to help
attention
my
away.
sister out with something.
Yeah.
She has a appointment with the psychiatrist, so.
Oh no.
Oh, that's fine.
Unless she is the psychiatrist, in which case, hooray! Wood to fix my shit over here. Oh wait, I don't have any plastic. Boop. Boop.
Where it won't blare the ears out of people.
Right, do I have enough to make the binoculars yet? What was I doing? Yes, I do. Nice. I do need to make another bottle though. There we go. For me to drink out of. So...
I need... Oh, I'll check that later.
Wow, really? Wow, that makes all the difference. That was definitely worth using a bolt for. Look how different it... That isn't...
Yeah, that's quite a difference.
Oh, fucking hell. What was the point?
It goes
literally
from 1
makes
to
no
2 inches,
difference.
brother.
Unless there's like... I don't know, can I... Oh, I can zoom in. Okay.
Let's say that's quite a difference. What are you
That
talking
makes
about?
a difference, yeah. Okay.
You go
Jesus, I
from
was
1 inch to 2 inches.
always hungry. Eat all the potatoes, please.
What if I don't have any potatoes, huh?
Then you ate all the potatoes.
I need to figure out why I can't switch my Suicune over.
There. Perfect. Right, are we getting closer to that thing now? Where are we? 664.
There's no help at all.
I don't really know which way that's meant to be. I'm gonna assume we're going this way. So, like, that's that way. So do we need to head a little bit further? Like,
We need to head a little bit further west.
that way? Going west? Ah, well that seems to be going a lot faster now, so I reckon that's it.
Doesn't have any dials or anything, so I don't know which
No.
way to go.
Yeah, that's the problem I've got. I just can't figure it out. Which way is the way that it's pointing? I mean, it would be nice if it was just...
A compass.
Yeah. But, nah. I think this is the way we're going? I think that's south?
It'd be nice if you had a compass.
It'd be nice if I knew if this wind was always going in one direction.
I mean, I don't think it's going in one direction. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to steer the whole time like that.
Because it just... it's just hard to tell. Maybe if I stick something down in front of it, I can
I think
see
it
if it
goes
actually
whichever way
changes.
it goes.
Like if I stick a torch down, like in the direction that it's currently blowing, like right here, and if it changes, we'll know because it's no longer pointing at that. Oh, hold up.
Yeah, I think it's about to start raining. That's great.
I think we're going this way.
Well, guess what? You think wrong.
I probably am. No, that's going a lot quicker now. So it's over here? I think it is. I think we should just be bumping straight into it very, very soon. Hang on, how far away did it say it was? 500 meters. Half a kilometer, okay. Jeremy, can you, like, leave off it for, like, just 2 seconds? I'm on a mission.
Sky dash.
I could have sworn I had more scrap than that. Have I used it all? I think I might have. It's okay. I think there'll probably be plenty of it once we hit the island. I'm assuming it's an island. Maybe, possibly, conceivably. Yeah, still getting closer. The rain. At least we don't have to bail out the water in this game. Oh! Oh! The game lagged and something popped into existence. What is that?
Yeah, I just saw that.
What are you? They've got a windmill. Okay.
You can't tell if that's an island or people.
It's definitely an island, and it may possibly be a people island. Are there people in this game? Or is it just me?
I don't think so. I think it's just you.
Are we heading directly towards it? I think we are. That's good. Oh, shit! Shit! I forgot there's a hole in there. Okay. Preparing myself. I
Can
need
you do that again?
water.
Can you do that again?
I don't want to.
But it was so much fun to watch.
No. Maybe I should, like, paddle, because if we're not really making much headway. Oh, the music's changing. It's changing from not being music to being music now.
Good.
It is a very quiet game.
Is it good music or bad music?
It's plinky plonky music. I'm not entirely sure. It's very reminiscent of Rust.
Oh, that's real fun music then.
Oh, my paddle broke. My paddle.
Good job.
If I have more sails, will I have more power going in directions?
I guess. I don't know.
That would make sense, wouldn't it? I need 3
It's gonna be
scrap.
a pain in the ass to start turning them all by yourself. Unless if you have like a winch system that does it for you.
Yeah. I don't have any scrap. None of that would... Oh, I do... Hang on. I can make it now. Yes. So, like, if I have 2 sails in the same area, will that just... no, hang on. I think it is actually working. I think we're actually getting a little bit more... Like, what happens if I, like, put it against each other? Will they just sort of... They cancel each other out, so it does work. Oh. A bit fiddly. What am I looking at? Jeremy! Fucking hell! Get off me!
What's that?
Apparently the shark's called Bruce. I'm not calling it Bruce. I'm calling it what am I calling it? Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Did he call it Jeffrey? Why can't I repair that? Oh, because I'm not using the repair tool, that's why. Why are we still sort of coming away from it?
I think you can repair something with a spear, dude.
We're going all directions but towards it. What the fuck? But just... It's just like anytime I try and point it towards it, it just won't. The fuck? We've got 2 sails here. Take me towards the fucking thing.
Point in the right direction.
They are pointing in the right direction.
You sure?
Very much so. I've readjusted them twice. Right, in that case, I'm literally just going to paddle our way towards it. It's annoying that the paddle is more effective than the sails.
Great, paralyzed me. Good job.
Right, we're nearly
Ouch.
there. I'm not exactly sure what it is that we're like coming across here, because it looks very much like a like one of those oil rigs, except it seems to have those weird little office chalets. Right, let's put the anchor down. Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know. Kinda looks like a person's place, but it's not.
I just realised I don't think we're using game capture, we're using screen capture, which is why it's a little bit jittery in some places. Yeah. It's a bit odd. I need to put some stuff away because I can't be like dying with all this stuff on me.
Yeah, you don't want any seagulls bombing you.
Those bloody seagulls, I hate them. I hate them. I need to die. Die quicker. Yay, spuds. Yeah, good. And I need an ample supply of water, just in case I'm there for a very long time. Oh, well, it looks like I need to drink like half of it already. Right. Okay. Am I going to find loot here? Pick up plastic. Pick up some more plastic. Okay, so I'm not finding loot, I'm finding scrap. What's this? Ooh, pick up note.
Kinda
It's
helps.
been weeks. Just me and Owl here now.
There's audio.
Stuck on this platform. Sparrow took the boat. I can't figure out why. Everything is just so secretive. I mean, I don't even know their real names. I only know the team at Celine got a prototype working and they needed more people. We were supposed to be those people. And together we would find a way out of this mess. Somehow. Owl's yelling up in the tower. Or maybe the radio picked up something. Is it you, Sparrow?
I forgot what the hell I was doing in this game.
Weird. I'm now getting really jittery frame rate after picking that up. The fuck? My computer is like whining at me. What the fuck? I've got jittery frame rate, and now my computer is audible.
Oh,
What's happened? What have I changed something? Has something happened? I've still got Firefox open. I shouldn't. Raft, Steam. What's Steam doing? Steam doing anything? Nope. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to check my task manager because I feel like it's doing something. OBS is now currently taking up 18% of my CPU.
well, there's your
Why?
issue.
It doesn't usually use that much. It doesn't say it's using that much on the actual thing, although I imagine that's just how much the encoding is taking up. 10%. What the fuck?
They got more than I need.
Maybe because I switched to display capture rather than game capture. Because I think I swapped it the wrong way around. I don't know, something's happening. Back to task manager, hang on.
City.
Oh my god, voice mod is now currently taking up 57% of my CPU. Why? Nobody's using the voice mod, are they? Hang on.
No.
I haven't. My voice doesn't sound squeaky or anything, does it?
It's not. Nobody's used in it.
Why is voice mod now suddenly being?
I can't.
Yeah, I need to just do a quick BRB. I need to restart voice mod because it is doing something strange.
Go ahead.
Okay, BRB everybody. What's burning? Are there any? No, not the creepers! God damn it! Ah! Fuck! Where's the chest? I need a chest to stick everything in. Ah! Iron chests, because they have bigger inventory. God damn you. Wait, I need more. Shush. No! I'm fine. I caught myself. Were those guys? Were they there before? Did that just happen now? No! 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 There's flames! There's flames in my view! I can't see! Did I get all my stuff or did it collapse? Did it go down? Oh, it's all in there. That's fantastic. Why have I got so many gold? No! God, fuck my ass! Oh, now I'm blind. Oh, God, you guys are the worst. Yes, Alexa? What?
I didn't catch that.
God, fuck my ass. Oh, I've been in here. Is it in here? Is it a possibility? Jesus, you shitty bollocks! You're doing at me! Okay, that was very strange. Voice mod seemed to think it was doing something very important and was taking up 79% of my CPU. I don't know why, but we've put an end to that. I got you, Bruce. Okay. Somebody got the shark, apparently.
Somebody mad.
Yeah.
Well, wait, how can they have gotten Bruce whenever Bruce is still around?
Different Bruce. All sharks are called Bruce. Did you not know that? Caught a shark, named him Bruce. Must have released him then.
Yeah.
I think they caught him in this cage. What's this?
That explains it.
Robbie, boat's gone. Bruce is after me. Gonna stay here until I find a way off this place. Mike. Okay. Ooh. Scrap.
Timbo says that didn't go well.
I have to agree with you. How do we get up to that space up there? Is there a way up? Do we have to do... Oh, I see. It's a jumping puzzle.
More time. Yay.
C2. Fabulous cash prizes! Lots of scraps, some wood and some vine goo. Thank you very much, game. Ooh. Stuff. Do I have to go out round the side here? No. How do I get across there? Oh, I can just jump up there. Okay. Aha! Jumpy, jumpy. Took boat. Won't be back. Oh. Did you go and get some cigarettes? Is it that sort of situation?
Dad.
Ooh.
My
Ooh.
dad was there.
This
So,
is creepy as hell. It's broad daylight, but I get the feeling something's going to jump out at me.
boom, motherfucker.
No. Ooh. What is this? Blueprint for a headlight. Nice. Plastic. We've got plenty of plastic. We don't need to be picking up plastic. Ooh, what's that? Trace.
Owl's radio notes. 22nd of December. Distress call received. Balboa Island.
What about Trace?
9th of January.
Trace what?
Cuckoo won't accept facts.
These nuts?
2nd of February.
I'm listening to the audio.
Gunshots in the distance. Tangaroa City. 14th of February. Sparrows calm. That's Celine. 6th of March. Another distress call. Varuna Point. Missing child. 16th of April. Rafters dreaming of
Gonna be fun.
utopia. Foolish hope.
Ooh, that hurt.
Wow. Apparently they've been picking up a lot of distress signals and a lot of rafters, as they call them. Did I just drop all the way to the... Where did that come from? It's a cooked potato on the floor. Yeah, they've been picking up a lot of distress signals, and there are people on rafts. I suppose that's like me. It's weird. I think there's a story we have to piece together here.
Just KO to level 40 Charizard.
Oh, very good. What? I thought you were playing Skyrim.
Nah, I switched over to Pokemon. Let's go Eevee.
Oh, okay. There we go, got over. What is that? Scrap? More scrap, lovely.
I think I need to go to the gym on the other side to train.
Where are you at the moment then?
I'm in yeah, it's okay.
Are you in Viridian City?
No, Saffron Town.
Ah, nice. You know, when I first played Pokemon Red, it took me ages to figure out how to actually get into, was it Celadon City? The one in the middle? Just couldn't figure it out.
I think that's Celadon. But they changed it to Saffron. which is
Is it
stupid.
saffron?
Yeah.
There's actually a person
I
here.
know, there's saffron's right beside Celadon.
Talk to Tala. Does she not see me? Hello, Tala. Hi. I'm gonna steal all your things first. What's that?
Dead center is Saffron.
That's the recycler.
Celadon is right beside Saffron.
To the left or to the right of it?
Left.
Right, okay.
No, left.
That's what I said. Right. Oh, she's
Hey,
active.
a friendly face.
Yeah, your other left.
Wondering how I ended up here?
No?
Long story. Really, really long story.
I don't care if it's a long story. I don't want to hear it.
If you need any repairs done, let me know. I've sort of ended up as a maritime expert. Mainly due
You'll
the
want to
world
hear this
sinking.
story if you don't
Awesome.
listen.
Let's head out.
What do you mean, let's head out? New playable character. Okay, she vanished.
Oh, you got a new character.
I
You
don't
got a
know
new
what this
player
means.
character person.
Hey,
Keep
a
fucking
friendly
on.
Oh,
face.
it's just doing it
yeah,
again.
keep on
How I
TV.
ended up here?
So wait, hang on. She said something about repairing stuff.
Really, really long story. Anyway, nice raft. If you need any repairs done, let me know.
Need to
I
kill my
sort
Pokemon.
of ended up as a maritime expert, mainly due to the world sinking.
Because I did dumb.
Awesome. Let's head out.
Okay.
I did big dumb.
Did you do something wrong?
Yeah, I was supposed to battle the gym leader before I went to the other place, and that kind of.
Ow! Oh, my legs. I broke my legs.
You'll be fine.
I was fine. Perfectly fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Megalodon shows up.
Okie dokie. So it sounded like she was going to like come with me. I don't think she was, but
She's a player character. She's a playable character, I think.
just a playable character, nothing else.
So, yeah.
Because the way
Right, sure.
she spoke to me, it did sound like she was going to come with me. Hey, you need anything
I think
repaired?
she's a player
I'm your
character.
girl. It's misleading.
I don't know. I haven't played this game at all, so.
Okay, I think I've taken all that I can possibly take from this place anyway. There was just scrap hanging
Now you can
around in
take
places.
more. Take the
Yeah.
entire place with you.
Ooh, blueprint for a recycler. Oh, now the music's kicking in. Ooh. Ooh, okay, I can learn the recycler from here. Okay, that's good. So what? Okay, so yeah, I was talking about recycler earlier, and I wasn't entirely sure what it was for, but I get the feeling it's for like sort of consolidating everything. Combines basic resources into trading post currency. So there's a trading post.
Yeah.
Okay. I need 4 metal ingots, some plastic, and a circuit board. I can do that. I've got some copper. I've also got hinges.
Stay away from. Nope. Stay away from people.
And some metal ingots. Wait, they were in here, weren't they? I can make 1 circuit board, and I can now make a recycler. Nice! So that makes me...
Stay away. Stay away from.
Oh, that is a big machine. So that makes me currency for trading posts? Maybe I'll stick it
Yeah,
right here.
I just don't know where the trading posts are.
Maybe it's in the book or something.
Got it.
Owls yelling up in the lower... Oh, up in the tower. Maybe the radio picked up something. Is it you, Sparrow? Who? What? I read that really, really small. I don't know why I did that.
Grass type. Okay, this is gonna be a quick battle.
Raft is dreaming of utopia. Foolish hope. The hell?
Oh yeah. You'll learn that later.
Is there not like... Is there like another... like note I'm supposed to find in here? I feel like I've missed something. So I think...
You'll find bits and pieces right now.
I think the main idea is like you find notes in these specific spots and they tell you to go to another set of coordinates, isn't it?
Yes.
Right. Well, then I need to make my way back up to these areas and see if I can find any notes. Ooh, I'm stuck. Come on. There we go.
Lily, wake up.
Yeah, just pick up the plastic while I'm here, might as well. So I picked up the note from there. There's nothing on the table. Nothing on that table. Wait, she had a computer, didn't she? Maybe I... Ooh. Didn't see you before. Maybe she had a note on a computer that I didn't see?
Come on, Lily, wake up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is gonna be a problem situation.
Oh my god, I'm hopping all over the place.
Every hitter is asleep.
Oh! Pick up a note.
There we go.
We've picked up a lot of signals. Maybe someone will come and help us. We're not starving. Yet. The reactor at Selim might be the only chance we have.
Man, that Tangelo was a pain in the ass.
Endless function. You knew it, Sparrow. Owl thinks you betrayed us, but you must have had a good reason for leaving us here. I hope you make it to Selim.
As long as you don't
I
sleep
hope
powder
you
me, we'll be
finish the
fine.
reactor. For all of us.
Celine. We have to go to Celine. Who or where is Celine? Ah! There is another note that I didn't see. There we go. Vassagallon? Vassagatan? 3449 people. Question mark.
Go with that.
Interesting. Let's just check everywhere just in case there is another thing that I'm meant to pick up. I can't pick that up, can I? Utopia? Some skyscrapers? Okay. So I did miss something. Right, am I going to be able to do this properly? Oh, no! That's fine. That's fine, I can heal.
You missed.
Oh, I didn't need that. So I should put those coordinates. The fuck was that?
That was a ouch for the right horn. I hit KO.
It was weird because it sounded like a sound effect on the game.
No, that was me.
Was it you?
Yeah. The eat was me.
Oh, we need to turn this on to put the number in. What was the number again? It was 3... 3449. Okay. How do I...
Okay, well,
Oh, okay.
got the rainbow badge.
Very nice. Right, is that it? Okay, so if that way is that way, so we just need to head...
That way.
Yeah, okay. I think to figure this out, I'm just going to let us drift for a bit, because I'm not entirely sure which way we're actually going.
You need to charge up your battery.
It says go that way. I think it's that way anyway. Can you just calm your tits, okay?
No.
Asshole shark. Well, I don't have any wood. There's some wood. Right. Pull the anchor up, and off we go. We're heading away from there, which means we're going this way. The wind is still going in this direction. I do need to charge the battery up, don't I? Okay, I think we are heading in the right direction. Just about. And yeah, that battery does need charging. There'll be ads in about 3 minutes. Apologies for everybody who's watching. Yeah, okay. That's apparently the next place to be. I can't even pronounce the word properly, whatever they called it. I don't need these blueprints now that I've learnt them, do I? Can I do anything with them? Like, put them up? No? Alright, I'll leave them out here, where they can just drift away for all I care.
Oh, it will drift away.
Nice. I'm going to make another battery for
I got.
the eventuality I need one. There's got to be a way to charge them, surely.
There is.
Do I need like a sort of like? Is that going to need power? Requires raw materials. What if I stick like a whole bunch of just leaves in there? Oh, I see. It's got a level. It's got to fulfill. Well, that's okay because we've got loads of shit here. Look.
Don't like that.
Leaves. Right, can I not just stick like the whole stack in? I have to do it one at a time.
No idea. Anyways, I will be right back.
Okay.
I'm just going through Elixir of Life. So, don't leave me.
I will. Hold up. Oh, this needs power as well. Okay, I'll stick the battery on. Oh, it's working. It worked. How much of the battery is that using? Oh, I like it. It is actually working practically. Jesus, this is going underwater. Maybe I should move this, because if it dumps these out and they're a physical object, will that make it so that they are... I don't know. Will they drift if they end up in the water? Maybe I should take it upstairs. Like after it's done this, though. Right, how long is it going to take? Is it going to take up a whole battery for this? Right, I've got to think about like power, and also I'm not going to use a trash can. I was thinking of making a trash can earlier to stick all the stuff in, but I don't think we need it. We can probably do something else.
I am in 6 heads, 2 assets. So
That's nice. That's good. I'm glad. Money for me.
yep, more power for you.
I think we're about to hit an island. If we're going to hit this island, I'm going to go and try and get some metal out of it. Metal is very important, it seems.
More important than Shrek.
It's working away, but it's not getting me anything. I don't know whether it, like, just does it until it's done. But...
Is it more important than Shrek?
Shrek is an amazing life choice, yes.
Shrek is love, Shrek is life. All hell Shrek.
You can die in a fire.
I mean, I could be Donkey and just fuck a dragon.
I mean, that's worrying. Yeah, we're pretty much on this island now. Oh! Oh! It dumped one! Pick up trash cube! I got a trash cube. Yay! Oh. I need to dump the anchor. Trash cube! Yeah, I think I'm gonna put my trash cubes in a chest up here.
Just toss your trash cubes anywhere.
Trash cube, yeah. Nice. Put things back, because I'm about to go adventuring. I don't want things going missing.
Oh, it's more fun when they go missing.
No, it's not. It's not when you actually need those things later on. No, I want to stick rocks in there. I want to put my goo. Oh, I've got rocks in there as well. I want to put my goo in there.
You
My
need
goo.
organized.
Yeah, good. Potatoes.
Don't tell you that's not how you grill or make potatoes, baked potatoes and such.
Nope. Baked potatoes down the oven. Lots and lots of scrap. Ow! Come on! I was down there for like 2 seconds. What's wrong with you?
I mean,
water as well.
what'd you expect?
Well, I expect some restraint.
He's a shark. He just giving you
shark
some
with a fucking
hugs.
attitude.
No, he's just giving you hugs. What you talking about?
No shark hugs. He is unwelcome.
And apparently you also need food. Because you got like half a bar. Or a quarter. Like not even a third of a bar.
This is what I'm after.
That's
Ooh,
better.
nice. Some stuff. Recipe, simple something or other. I don't know what that was. but I've been sticking recipes on the wall here. What is this? Simple fish stew. That's going next to this one. Boom. Yeah! Next to steak with jam, which sounds disgusting.
Yum.
Ugh. Steak with jam. Ugh.
I mean, I can understand if it's a pepper jam, but still.
Nope, just jam. Just
Grape
preserves.
jam? No. If it's like grape or strawberry
Chop
jam.
the log. Hello. How is chop the log these days? Chopping those logs?
Chop the log. Did you chop any logs?
Or is it... Oh, is it actually, like, instead of chopping, like, wood logs, is it like toilet logs? Apparently that's a thing over in America. People having, like, a special... I don't know.
Yes.
Like,
There is a
screwdriver
poo
for
knife.
chopping poos.
There's
Is
a
that-
poo knife, yes.
Is it really? Fuck
Yes.
hell, come on.
I don't have
Sort-
one myself, though. That is
Sort
just
your
too
country out.
That's just too ridiculous for my taste. I'll admit that.
That fucking shark is just eating me.
Again, Jeff, that's my job. Stop it.
I'm really good at raft. My raft is huge. Alright, flexing. Flexing your raft. All over my raft. I don't know.
I mean, he's a noob, so...
Ooh. Ow. Shark, please end yourself. Oh, I think the next hit will actually end me.
Yeah,
Please.
you might want to rest up and heal.
Oh, God, he was after me.
Yeah, when is he not?
I wish I was good at raft. I am just crap. I'm definitely going to take that pineapple. Oh, I can't have the pineapple? I have too many leaves. Oh wait, was that just the seeds? It is just the seeds. That's fine. I'll take the pineapples, leave the seeds. Or take the seeds with me, apparently. Whatever. Tate's Way, I wish I had Raft. Honestly, you're not
don't.
missing much. I mean, it's a good game, but if you like, you get the same sort of experience just by watching it.
Yeah, it's crap. Let's see.
It's not crap, it's good, but, you know.
He's
What?
crap, as you can see.
Shush. Yeah, I'm
I
burping
think
all over you.
Jeff is eating your raft again.
Oh, he's fine. He can repair it later. I'll put it on his tab. What am I trying to put in here? I'm trying to do something. I can't remember what it is. Oh, seeds. I want to get the seeds out of my inventory.
Yeah.
Do I not have any space to put the clay? Oh, I do have some. Good. Yeah, it was on my hotbar. That's what I was confused about. Wait, you don't got Raft? You should.
I ain't got raft either.
That's end of that sentence. More cubes. It's nice that they sit in there and they don't go anywhere. They don't float
Yeah,
away.
it's helpful that they don't. I mean, they're compacted, so I don't think they'll even blow away if they could.
I wonder if, like, if I keep this powered and on, it just won't do anything until it's got enough to make a cube. That would be good. At the moment, it's just sort of going through it. I filled the whole thing, but I don't know. I really want it, but I don't got the money. Yeah, tell me about
Oh, yeah.
it. Money. Everybody needs to give me their money.
I'm broke with them broke.
Yeah. What a horrible capitalist society we live in.
What are you talking about, capitalist? You live in a monarch society.
Sort of. We live with a queen, but we don't.
It's a free monarch.
But we don't exactly sort of prescribe to her rule.
Yeah, it's a free monarch.
She's basically
Or
a figurehead.
Diplomatic monarch. I think is what it's called.
I could gift you it if you want. Chop the Log is about to gift the game to Tate's Way. That's very kind of him. Or her? Them. We'll go for them. We don't know what gender they are. We shouldn't assume gender. Not these days. It's very nice. Very nice of you.
As I said, I identify as
Yeah.
my pronouns are why, God, and Remind me to send you that. That's funny.
Oh, I'm getting munched. Shark munched. Ow. You put your Steam code in chat and I'll gift it to you. Maybe you should whisper it to him
Yeah.
rather than sticking it in my chat.
Yeah.
That might be problematic.
Smart idea.
Okay.
What's going on?
I'm just doing a bit of reconnaissance here. Let me just check something. So that's one down. That's... I have a very odd feeling that these two people talking in chat right now are not people, considering they haven't once acknowledged me, not responded to a single thing I've said, had a conversation between themselves, and essentially, you know, did this whole sort of charade, talking about, I'm really good at Raft.
Don't seem right.
Okay. Prove it. You two, Tate's away and chop the log. Are you people?
I don't think so, because I'm looking at their profile. They both say offline.
Do they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. Looks like I've got 2 more names to add to my list.
Yep.
Unless they redeem themselves, in which case, you know, they've also put a Steam code in there, so like that's sort of anybody who's like curious enough will probably put that in and just go to a certain Steam account, and then they'll probably get fished. So,
yeah,
you know, Amazing. This is my
can you do me
first
I was
instance
like, can you
of
do me a favor?
finding them. What?
Can you make me a mod real fast so I can delete that little situation?
I mean, I'm gonna delete that
Well,
last.
it's where
that
nobody
code.
can like get into that right now.
I'm gonna.
Because you do have 6 people right now.
I'm gonna delete the last message. But,
Yes, please.
Yeah, it's not. The rest of it is
Yeah.
fairly harmless. So yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying. That way I can just delete the last message for you. That way we won't have that issue.
Nah, it's all right. I've got it. Ooh, it finished. Okay, so that's still powered up. Have I got something? I've got leaves. Right, how many leaves is it going to take before it starts to starts kicking off? Like if I put a stack in there, will it start going? No.
Nah, I think you gotta fill the whole thing up. Yeah, you gotta fill the whole thing up.
Stick some rocks in there as well. Oh, no, you don't.
How much?
I don't know, I was counting for a second and then I stopped. Thinking
I think
maybe
it's 2 stacks at least.
it might be, yeah.
Also, you need water.
I do need water.
And you need food.
Pick up potatoes while I'm passing them. Oh, I'm really thirsty.
Falls over dead.
Stop grumbling, I've got potatoes. God, the amount this person eats per day. It's just ridiculous. Nobody eats this many baked potatoes.
Yeah, I think those 2 viewers weren't viewers because they're gone.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're gone.
Well, that was an interesting foray into the world of bots there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, that's 20. I think there's already 1 in there. 21, let's say. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay, we'll say about 30. I think it's 30. Either that or I've miscounted.
Yeah. About 30 items at least.
Because 31
Minimum.
doesn't sound right, does it?
Minimum 30.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Interesting. Very interesting. I don't think there's much iron around this one. I've already checked. I just need to see if we're anywhere near where we're supposed to be. Oh, battery's dead. Okay, new battery. But I do think we're getting closer. So, I should probably bring the anchor up so we can actually like make some headway, get places that we need to be going. Where am I keeping batteries these days? In here? No. We'll move
In the
them.
junk pile. In the junk pile.
It's junk. It's all junk. It's a junk pile. This battery's going to be empty any second now as well. Oh, it looks like we're getting a new angle here. I need to rotate you away from the island. There we go. And now we'll just let the
Speed time.
I think we just need to let the wind take us where we need to go. Oh, it does change!
Yeah,
Look!
down.
It's not pointing towards the torch anymore.
Uh-uh.
That's very good to know. But does that mean we're going in the wrong direction now? Oh, I need a new battery, don't I? I haven't made a new one.
Yep.
I'm just gonna have loads of dead batteries all over the place.
Trash. Make cubes out of them.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, I'll plop you there, turn you on. I think we're heading in the right direction. It does seem to be going quite quick. If I put the sails in the direction that we are currently travelling, will it... I think they are in the direction we're currently travelling. Will it go extra fast?
Trash.
Let's see. If anything, it's the same. Okay. We don't need them up. We don't need them up if we need to steer. Good. Very nice.
This is weird physics.
It is strange, isn't it? Oh, there's an island over there. Or was that the island we just came from? I think it is. Oh, I don't have any wood on me. Wood goes in there, and goes in there, and goes in there. Okay. Right, well, I'm going to take those guys' names and I'm going to put them on my list of
People
list
things to eat.
list of bots.
I'll call it my list of eaters.
Chop the log. Oh god. Oh god, what am I doing? I've accidentally clicked something I don't know. There we go. Copy the name, put it over here, and paste. There we go. Interesting.
It was weird,
He's
though.
taken another one, come on.
Huh?
He's taken another chunk out of the place.
Oh, come on.
I know. Maybe I've got enough iron now to start doing a few of these things. I know it's really important to have iron, but like,
Other
Maybe.
things.
maybe I can like not have to deal with this anymore. How much iron do I have? I've got 12 iron. That's quite a good haul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could do 10. 10's quite a good number. Oh, I need nails.
Yeah. Might be helpful with the nails.
Nails! One, 2, 3, 4, 5. A few more nails. 6, 7, 8. 2 more. There we go. Now it's just this side I need to do, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then we won't have to deal with Jeremy eating the place all the time. And it's literally going to be like a few minutes until we find out we actually needed all that iron for something quite important. It's always the way.
This is the way.
I will show you the way.
Do you know the way?
I do know the way. Happy to show you the way. Right, I'm gonna start
Hey,
with this
sure,
rope.
my brother. Do you
1,
know the
2,
way?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, that did 15, but that's probably because these are like, what was it? Rope is, yeah, 2 palm leaves. There you go. So it is definitely 30.
Yep.
Lovely. It's good to know these things. Right, you're still filled. That's good. Did I not do that? Okay. Yeah, there we go. Taking advantage of the fact that you can eat bits of wood. Oh. I need more wood.
Pray for wood.
Glug. There we are. The fuck was that noise? Was that just stuff popping into these? Sounded like it. Must have been.
I can't hear nothing.
Hey, it made another cube.
So 30 equals
6.
1 cube.
Yep. So that was 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, yeah. Very nice. Get rid of all this just random shit sitting around doing nothing.
Doing something.
But I want to know how I can, like, make power, since evidently I'm in need of some sort of charging bay to charge my batteries. Cooking tables? Purifiers. Okay. Maybe it's something that will show up at some point.
After acquiring the blueprints on Caravan Island.
On Caravan Island, okay. That's good to know.
That's where you'll find the battery charger.
I think we are heading directly towards the next island. So, which way are we currently travelling? Sort of in this woods. It would be nice if we had, like, some sort... Oh, you know what? It's just occurred to me this has moved because the raft moved, not because of any particular... It's not the wind. The wind hasn't changed. The raft rotated. Oh my god,
Yeah,
I'm a
that's
fucking
what I'm
idiot.
saying. I think it just moves the where the raft is going. Again, this game just has weird physics.
I'm going to put that there. Right. I'm going to take all of these and I'm going to turn them into rope and I'm going to stick them in the chomper. In a little chomper over here. Make me some more cubes. I don't know if you can hear that.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, well that's motorbikes going past. Literal
Sounds like
cunts.
Yep, Harley Davidson's.
It's unlikely that they're Harley Davidsons, not over here. I mean, we do get
Let's
them.
go
but,
with
like,
that. One of the Harley Davidsons.
it's very likely to be just cars or like a normal motorbike without a muffler.
There's a terrible one going by my house, so.
Yeah. Do we have any more space?
I hate them. No,
I think the battery's dead. New one! Gonna need a new battery now.
yeah, the battery's dead. It's dead, Jim.
It's dead. It's dead, Jim. You killed him. No.
Good.
I didn't mean to.
I did.
need scrap. Do I not have any scrap? I've run out of scrap. Ooh, I had space in there for plastic.
Did
My
you?
Emergency plastic supply.
Oh, just 1 second.
Oh, wait, no, I need that.
I'll be right back. My sister wants to talk to me.
Okie dokie. See you later. Yes, scrap. To make a new battery, which is now on the floor. That's no good. That's no good. Stompy stompy! Okay, maybe we can... once that's done, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it somewhere else. I might move it upstairs. Maybe have like, well, actually, maybe not. No, I think where it is fine, because the main thought process was like everything is like very floaty, so maybe don't have it do that. But it seems to just keep all the little blocks in there, so maybe I don't need to do that. It's me just trying to keep it safe. Keep it secret, keep it safe. Keep it secret, keep it safe. For some reason something came up on my chat, like I'd right-clicked on it. Weird. Okay. Just pick up some of these. Now that I know it can all be turned into essentially money, I kind of want to pick this stuff up. It's a shame you can't automate it. It's active, so they ain't gonna move. I need another chest. Oh, I should make a new chest, like a big one. Hinge. Do we have it? Well, I know we've got a hinge somewhere. Oh, no, there it is. There it is. Put the hinge back. Maybe I'll move it here, and then I'll stick this crate next to it. For stuff to go in. Yeah. So like all the extra stuff can just get minced. because while I've got full chests of these bits and pieces, the overflow can become useful currency. Yeah. That sounds genius. I am a genius. Yes. And I can make rope to make it a little bit more compact as well. There we go. Is there anything I can make out of the plastic? Can I make that a bit smaller? No? No compacting. Oh, I forgot I'm thirsty. I'm really thirsty. Hey. Thought I was being cheated there. Hello? Oh, hello! Oh, oh! Anchor! What's this? Is that a ship? Well, apparently we're here. Okay. Food. I need food. Do I really only have one potato? Oh, I'm misplaced some. Right, that's all of them. Spuds on the Barbie. Good. Is there anything else I need to learn? Feathers? I probably should, like, attack something. One of the birds that fly around this place. I need to feed myself up quickly so I can get on an adventure here. Oh, are you still going? Oh, you are still going. Good. Thank you. Nice. Everything is working out. It's also good that we've got wood here, because we can also, like, do that. Everything is sort of falling into place for me. I like things to have, like, a process. A nice, easily doable process. Can you just fuck off for, like, 5 seconds? I'm gonna have to refill those with stuff. You and you. Boom. You, and you. Hopefully we'll find... we're on an island now. We might as well be looking for iron. I'm going to need another one of these, though, because I think... yeah, mine's a... it's a little... it's only got, like, a few more hits on it. Rope. Got rope. This will pretty much be like the go-to, and if we can't find anything here, we'll probably just go out here. All of this in here, emergency stuff, essentially, which works out nicely. Scrap. I need 6 scrap. Do I not have any more scrap? Must have used it all. Still got pineapples. Okay, let's look for Scrappy Dappy Doo. Really? There was only one? I suppose I'm probably going to find some out, like, up on there. There's just going to be, like, you know, mufflers and all sorts of stuff. Shouldn't worry about it. Potatoes, get in me, Mr. Potato. Stones. We really don't find many stones, do we? I mean, I suppose I've, like, stopped looking for them because we get so many. They just take up the inventory, but, yeah, we don't really get many, do we? You know, this stuff I'm sticking in here. along with the scrap. Just anything that is of any particular value. Things that are a little bit rarer to get than normal stuff. It's a cup, just in case I need a cup. I'll take the raw beets with me as well, because I feel like, you know, emergency food may be a necessity. Did I pick up all of my... I did, didn't I? I didn't want to do that. Plop you down. There you go. Cook up the beets. Eat me some potatoes. Big ol' potato. Chompy chompy. And fill up on water because we are about to go on a little bit of an adventure. Very nice. Oh, you know what I could do? I could use that cup to refill that. So if I take all of that in my bottle, and it's going to be one at a time, but I think it's just 6. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, okay. So they're all done as well. Good. Beets. Do the last 3, might as well. I'll keep them there. Right, let's see what we can do. What do we need? Scrap and a bolt. Do we have a bolt? I know we can make a bolt. We'll make 1 bolt. There we go. And the metal goes back. So I'll take the bolt with me because I'll definitely need the hook. Right, now surely there's got to be like scrap in this area. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. Ooh, okay, we're right up against the side of the ship. Is there anything around this bit? Anything in particular? Wow, it literally has nothing around it. Oh, well, I hate that. Oh, I see sharks. Ow. Okay. All right. We'll just go inside if we can. Oi, oi, oi! I see you there. Somehow, land shark. We're gonna somehow make our way into it. There is actually an inside. That's good. But how do we get in there? Is it just a jumping puzzle? Like, can we scale it? Oh, okay, yeah, we can just climb it. Nice. Helipad. Can I? Ooh! Ooh! Things! Very nice. Not scrap, but, you know, good things. Is that another one? No, I need to look out for those ones. Plastic. Okay. Wait, do I need plastic for the hook? No, it's just scrap that I need. Wow, looks nice in there. Can we... Door is locked from the other side. Is there no way... Is there no way indoors? Can we, like, hack our way in? Do we need an axe? Or... Ooh. Oh, okay. Very nice area. What is that? Pick up mechanical part. Where did that go? Or was that like a key item? Bullets. Again, key item.
As I've suspected, the crew is completely incompetent. Now they're claiming rats have eaten half of our supplies in a matter of weeks. I promised them increased rations if they could bring me one of these ridiculous lurkers alive. Of course, the food shortage will need to be handled. Tonight we're discussing which staff members are most suitable for termination.
Ooh. Nasty. It has a weird sort of hum on the inside as well. It's almost like Phasmophobia. With that sort of eerie noise. What's that? It's another mechanical part. You'd think a boat would be like the ideal living space, but it seems we've come aground here. It's not very good. It's not. No. Can I not? How do I get in? Or can I hop up? Door's locked from the other side. Hang on. Okay, yeah, I can't jump high enough to do that. But maybe I can jump high enough to make it up there. Aha. Locked from the other side. But I am upstairs now. Are you locked from the other side? God damn it, really? I can't climb these, can I? No, okay. Oh, there's a mechanical part there. I'm going to assume I need that. Ow. Did I hurt myself? I think I hurt myself. Oh, is that scrap? I need scrap. Am I on the other side? Oh no, I'm on the same side. How did I miss that scrap earlier? Right, now surely there's a way in. Are these pineapples? No, they're melons. No, they are pineapples, okay. I'll get rid of the seeds if I find myself needing space. Okay, suddenly scrap is everywhere. I just destroyed my hook. Which means I can't get these. God fucking damn it. Do I have enough scrap? I've got 4 scrap. Shit. Didn't I put like 2 scrap away? No, I had 3 scrap, didn't I? I can make another hook now. Ooh, you done? Oh, there they are. Okay. Yeah, so I've got scraps somewhere, haven't I? Is it here? Yes, there we go. Right. Hook. Craft. Got it. Bolt can go in there. Goo can go in there. Hinges, of course. Glass as well. Very nice. Let's pick up some beets. Now we're looking for an entrance to the ship. There must be like a hole in the hull or something. Where are my potatoes? Do I not have any potatoes? I thought I had like tons. Or have I eaten them all already? I doubt I would have put them away. Huh. Okay. Interesting. I thought I had them all. Oh, are you... Yeah, you're dead as well. So many dead batteries. I need a recharger for recharging. Oh, some scrap as well. Do I not have... I need more scrap. Oh my god, I can't do it. There we go. And I'll take the fresh water from here. Come on. And place more plates. Yeah, there we go. I'll put the seeds in here. Don't need them. The scrap can also go in there. Okay. Now I've got all my potatoes to keep me fed while I go on this pointless little excursion. Take the rope, take the wood, take that. I do not need all the copper. There we go. I don't even think I need that. Okay. Glug. Oh, my potato's all soggy now. Maybe there is an entrance on the other side. A hole or something in the hull. I will hop up on top and find out. And see if we can get ourselves inside Booty McBootface here. Oh, there we go. I'm not running because I know running will just dissolve my food and my water. Okay. So, is there a hole in the ship? Are we trying to find a discreet entrance somewhere? I don't think we... Oh, hang on, what's this? Oh, it's the back of the ship, okay. Let's just try and get on the rock before we get sharked to death. I saw... resources. There was scrap as well around here somewhere. Not you. I don't know what you are, but I'm taking you. Silver algae. Interesting. There's another part. I'm going to assume these parts are very important and I should be collecting them all. Partly considering they don't actually go into my inventory, they are just held items. Now we're getting plenty of scrap. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Wow. Very nice indeed. It's very nice. What's down here? Nothing. Possibly drowning. That's what it is. Okay, let's have a look at this properly. We have a way up the front. Is there a way up the back? I didn't really check. Ooh, melons. These ones actually are melons. Or is there like a secret way in, like a cave, which just so happens to link up with the edge of the hole? Ooh, what's that? Oh, hello. Authorized personnel only? That doesn't sound like me. I'm coming in. Oh, this is spooky. Oh, I'm liking this. I'm not liking this at all. Apparently there'll be ads in about 3 minutes. Apologies. I will apologise. I am apologising. Apology complete. Pick up
I
note.
heard from the captain. We're heading for one of the high-rises down south. I can only hope you come to your senses and follow us.
Crowbar.
You knew the city was a failure, Ruben. Why do you always have to be so stubborn?
I don't know. Do I have to be stubborn? Can I be stubborn if I want to? I think I can. Oh! Okay, the crowbar just sort of uses itself. That's interesting. What was this? Is this a fuse box? Oh, hello, a light's turned on. Whatever was on there, I think I've already picked up. So does this place have power now? Ah! Oh my god, there's a fucking rat! Ah! No, you don't! What the fuck are you? Oh, I should have expected something like this. I was about to say, I'm expecting something to run out at me. That fucking scared the shit out of me. Why does it sound like a dog? So much stuff in here. Hello. Pick up crate. Ooh. Food. Very nice. Oh. Literally nearly pooped myself. All the poo. I got some meat though. That's nice. Requires 1 bolt cutter. Do I not have bolt cutters? Did I not pick up any bolt cutters? Oh, you know what? I probably should have. I should have made a lamp, shouldn't I? I got a lamp headlight. There we go. Rope, simple battery. That would make this look a whole lot better, wouldn't it? Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that scared me. That really did scare me. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I may be pooing. I may be pooing. I think I've pooed. And I ended up breaking my spear on his ass as well. Weapons. Oh my god. Net launcher. I don't have anything to defend myself against anything now. Okay, now that we know where we're going, I think we head back to our raft and prepare. Oh, daytime outside where there aren't spooks, essentially. Oh my god, I am gonna poo myself if that ever happens again. Oh, come on, please. No, no shark. I'm fine, everything's good. I'm getting unsharked. Alright, I should have enough scrap to make a battery now. A couple of batteries, in fact. Headlamp requires scrap. I've got plenty of scrap. It needs a simple battery. A simple battery needs copper, scrap and plastic. I have plenty of plastic in here. I have plenty of copper in here. A simple battery. Okay, I will make 2 because I need to put one in this machine. Oh wait, no I don't. Well, I've got a spare now. I'll put you here just so I know that you're definitely out of the way. You can live there. Why am I putting you there? Headlight. Rope. I need rope. Good. Right, I'll plop that on my head. Oh, my fins are not fins anymore. That's okay. I'm not currently needing fins. Can I turn this off? Wait. I'll put it on when I need it. Okay, put it in my inventory, fine. It's a fair bit of scrap there. It's all good. What about... Okay, I don't want to be holding seeds either. Just, you know, lots and lots of just wasted space here. A fair few melons there, and those. I don't know what I'm going to be bringing back, so, you know, I don't want to have a full inventory on, like, to start with. Oh, I'm thirsty, am I? Oh, I'm so thirsty. And pathetic. Thirsty and pathetic. I'm going to whack you on there. I'm just going to use the cup to refill these things. Bippity boppity, bippity boppity, bippity boppity, boom. Nice. Right. Let's head back in. This requires raw materials. Well, let's whack some raw materials in there, shall we? Not the scrap. In fact, I'm putting the scrap back. Anything else in here? There's plenty of things in here I could be putting in there. Just keep going until it's full. Very nice. 7 planks. That's all that I have left. I'm probably really overestimating how much I'm going to need, but not that fussed. Refill you, and back in we go. Right, give me a break, shark. Come on, don't even try it. I'm just coming over here. Good. And now. Yeah, that looks better. Much better. Oh, I didn't make a spear. I can't protect myself. I knew there was another thing I needed to make. Stairs. Requires 1 blue key. I'll use this.
And back, give me 1 second, give me a second.
Jesus fucking Christ, you scared me!
Okay, I'm back.
I'm in here, and I got spooked by a rat like a couple minutes ago. And then you come in here saying I'm back?
Good.
Oh, you scared me! Fucking hell.
Good.
Pick up plastic. Do I need plastic to make a hook?
What can I say but boo, motherfucker?
Boo. Indeed. And you did boo me. I got booed. Booed. Stay.
Yeah, my sister just wanted to talk to me about some stuff, so.
Yeah. Oh look, a chopping board. Oh look, a knife. Why can't I use that as a defense tool? Pick up gas.
Because it's illegal to use knives on rats.
The yacht is ill-prepared for this journey.
You can only use
Space
hammers.
for a dance floor, but no space for supplies. The bottles sure found their way
And
to
just
the
say, can't touch this.
That's
Da,
an
da, da,
all of which
da,
at
da,
the very least be
da, da.
practical. Yet they're all treating it like a luxury cruise. I'm sorry, Ruben. I shouldn't have left.
I keep picking up these notes, and the notes keep talking to me.
Are you sure you don't need to see a psychiatrist yourself?
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I mean, if the notes keep talking to you.
The notes talk to me. They tell me things. Oh, what's that? Spoon? No. Okay. Well, I'm going to assume that the key isn't in here. It's probably in one of the other rooms. Because I need a blue key to get into one room. These don't open. And I need a red key to get into another room. So I've got to be very... What the hell is that? It's plastic. Okay. I've got to be very sort of eyes open.
I would highly recommend you get Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee. It is a very fun game.
Ah, fucking hell, again!
Locked door or rat?
Oh, fucking hell, it's just...
Oh, that's a big ass rat!
For some reason, my axe isn't doing anything against it. You'd think it would.
That's a big ass rat.
Yes, it is.
Holy
It's,
crap.
it's painful. Is it going to chase me out?
That's an RAUS. Rodent of unusual size.
Swarovski. It's a Russian. Russian rat.
Sounds about right.
It's huge. Okay. Now, I need to make myself a spear, because I forgot to make myself a spear. 1 metal ingot. No, 2 metal ingots. Bolt. Okay, I'm going to have to use a wood one. Planks and rope.
I think I took out the rope beam for his handle.
Fuck. Right. There we go. How much is it to make one of these? Rope, vine goo, and a bolt. Do you have a bolt? Would you have a bolt?
Do you have a bolt?
Ah, okay.
Do you have a bolt?
That might actually be worth making.
What?
Bow and arrow.
Yeah, it could be helpful. Just a wee bit.
Because you can make the arrows fairly easily. Yeah, as long as I've got stones, which I do have. Didn't I have like a whole sort of bunch of these? Yeah, I've got 6 here as well. 6 arrows. I shouldn't need that many, should I? Although I don't actually know like what I've got in store for me on this thing, so maybe I do need a lot of stuff. No, I don't need anything in there. Okay, bows and arrows. Easy. Stones go in there. The wood, I didn't actually use any of the wood, did I? Scrap, you're going in there. So I've got 2 weapons now. Just in case.
Effective.
And I'm going to eat a pineapple. Oh wow, that did virtually nothing for my food. These pineapples are useless. I thought because they are pineapples they might do something good. Apparently not. I've got shark meat I've not cooked as well. I'll pick up that as well, why not? Just relying on the spuds. Should be good for another round in there. I didn't know that the rats respawned. Found one, and then suddenly it was rat time.
I mean, I would prefer turtle soup, but spinner sounds pretty good.
Okay,
Why'd you...
we're heading in.
I'm not gonna ask, why'd you just pop up? Anyways.
This way. Right. No shark attacks, please. Don't need.
Tell that to my drill sergeant.
Sharks are bad. Don't do sharks. Sharks are bad.
There's shark attacks, then you're in the wrong line of work, buddy.
Rat, I see it.
I mean, I get shark attacks at least 3 times a day.
Oh my god. It takes 3 shots. And I get the arrows back. Nice.
But as long as you don't hit anything hard, you're fine normally with that.
Oh, even the ones that I miss, I get back. Nice. Okay, so now we need to be looking for either a red or a blue key card.
Key card, huh?
I imagine once we found one, the other one's going to be in the room that we unlock.
Kill the rat, then.
Like a room before we get here, is there? I haven't missed a door. No, I haven't. Oh, you know what? There is like an entirely... There's like an entire dance area that I need to check. Also, I think the battery on my headlight is going to run out very, very soon. Hold up.
Dance area, you mean like ballroom?
Like in here. It's more like a bar. Like, is it going to be just like on a table here or something? You'd be able to see it because it would glow, wouldn't it? None of these open. Can we get up there just by like jumping?
No, can you?
Inconclusive. Oh! There's a rat up there.
Does that answer your question?
No, it doesn't.
How do you think the rat got up there?
Well, it obviously didn't jump up here because I can't. And rats and people are practically identical. Door is locked. Unless it's like sitting on one of these. No. Damn. So, where is the key?
No. Hop off soon. I might need to get some sleep.
Yeah, you do sound quite tired.
Yeah, only had 2 hours left this whole day, so yeah.
Oh, back! It's back! It's back!
Anyways, I'll talk to you later.
Okie dokie. Toodaloo. Die, will you? Okay. They pretty much respawn the moment you go away from that room. That's not fun at all. And we couldn't find anything in there, so let's just close that. Can we not use the crowbar again? I'd very much like to reuse that. I think the only other piece of food I've got now is a steak. I think I heard singing. We've already looked in here. It did sound a bit sort of musical for a second there. I'll also use the rest of the battery searching. I mean, I get that there's a lot of eerie sounds happening around here, but like, that sounded specifically like a woman singing. Requires red key. But I've not seen a key. Can I craft a key? Am I meant to craft them? Apparently not. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I think I'm stuck. Oh. Oh, hello. It was hanging on there. Fair enough. My light is going to go out any second now. Was it red key it said for this door? Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Ratty rats! Please! Please be kind. I'm going to pick up all your scrap and tidying up around here. Where was that? I heard it. It must be like above me or like near this room. Requires one electrical wire, one... There we go. One lighter, one gas tank, one bullet. Okay, I don't know what that means. Bolt cutters!
I saw a large rat last night. Unnervingly large. I tried telling the crew we obviously have an infestation among the lockdown supplies. They laughed at me. I miss you, Ruben.
I miss you, Ruben, as well. Ruben? Ruben? Ruben! No! What a shame. Ruben died. So we've got the bolt cutters, which means we can now open... Oh my god, we're going to go in this room again, aren't we? We're going to have to fight another rat. No? Okay. Bolt cutters. Aha! Blue key and a note.
Keeps complaining about my route. If he does it again, he will be reprimanded. The crew doesn't listen to orders. I'm shocked by their undisciplined nature. Somehow they believe rank and prestige disappeared with solid land. No, they will not be allowed to mingle among my esteemed guests, and they will certainly not be allowed further rations. They should be grateful. I am the only reason they are alive.
Yeah. Oh, it's here. Hello. Hello, rat. I see how it is. Ow! 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 Fuck you, rat bitch! You suck. I eat your friend's meat. I did have a light a second ago, but it seems the battery ran out. Wondering whether I can make anything else that has light. You know what? Fuck it. I've got like night vision here. You can enjoy night vision. Just don't let me forget to turn it off when I'm not. Again, I'm getting like jittery frames. I don't understand. Oh, you know what? I think it's because I'm like streaming at such a high like kilobits. Hello, JL, by the way. Hello. Did I bring that down to like 7,000? I know 6,000 is pretty much all you'd ever need, but sometimes it becomes necessary to do 8,000 just for the clarity of certain things. So that's sort of smoothed out a little bit. That's nice. Right, where are we? Oh, that's a wall. It's over 9,000! Ah! Oh no! Oh, it's happening again! I don't know what's happening to you. Well, that's horrifying. Ew. So where did we come out of? We came out of here. These were the stairs. And then there was some rat bollocks happening. Oh, there's stairs going up as well. Okay, it seems like daytime is happening. Ooh, is that a room? Aha! Aha! It's becoming brighter as the day progresses. Very nice. Oh wait, is it going nighttime or is it going daytime? It's hard to tell. I really hope I'm not meant to find something because I cannot see a fucking thing. What the hell are they? Butt plugs? Candles? Candle-shaped butt plugs? That really has smoothed out the stream. Maybe I can only stream at 7,000. Wow. The more you know. Because it did seem like the moment I started streaming at a higher bitrate, like I started having trouble with my stream. Where am I? I'm going to use the stream to see where I'm going, because it's obviously more capable than I am. Wait, what the hell is that? It's one of those cats. Oh, is that a note?
What does that mean? You can't just fire them. We're out at sea.
Hanna, you were brought to keep the engines running. That is what you...
That's one of those damn rats. What are you doing to it?
Get out! Do your job.
Is he fucking a rat? I mean, I understand. They are goddamn sexy, but like, what is he doing? Is it necessary to fuck a rat? Oh, there's a rat! I'm gonna fuck you! Oh. Okay, apparently you can dodge it. Ow. Okay, I came off a lot better that time. I'm still getting jittery frames. Hate that. Really hate that. There's a room over here. Anything in the room? No. Requires one 4-digit code. I'm guessing it's probably something like 1111. Excuse me. It's got a weird pattern over it. Do you see the like when you're here, it's got like this weird grain to it. Can you see that? I don't know whether that's on the stream or not, but it's... Oh, you don't really see what I see on the night vision. Is that actually... Hang on, if I turn the night vision off... Oh, okay, it's a little bit better for you, but like... It must be this screen or something, I don't know. I don't know what you see. I'm assuming you're seeing what I can see over here, but yeah, I don't really know. So I need to get a 4-digit code. Rats? Any rats? You? I think that's all I can get from this room. I don't know whether there's anything specific I'm supposed to be getting from here. I don't think so, because I can't really go much further than this. I can't go in there. I don't know how they got that box in there. Was there anything like on these bits and pieces? No. Ooh, hello. Ooh, it's one of those futuristic toilets that flushes when you stand up, I think. Looks like it. There were stairs, weren't there? I just can't find them anymore. Oh, here they are. Ah, another rat! Oh, well, I broke that. Now it's bow and arrow time. Oh, I'm missing every single shot. Shit. I hope it can't jump. I can't see it anymore. Where's it gone? Where is it? Can I make a new spear? Damn, I need rope. I've got a recipe. I've got one more gulp of water. I don't know where the rat is. Maybe if I get on the floor it will sort of make its way out. Did I come up from here? I think I did. Have I already been here? I think I have. Oh yeah, because I just came down from up here, didn't I? Ah, okay. Let's just turn off the night vision temporarily so I can Pick up a note.
Lurkers have potential. They were clearly
0451.
now grown into something much more rabid, yet also smarter. I've already made progress on their training. With food and pain as incentives, I can discipline them. And by sharing their blood, the mutations increase. I wonder if another species would react the same. I've received a transmission from a place called Caravan Town, not far from here. They have an active animal population. No longer do I need this makeshift group. I want true soldiers. Loyal soldiers.
Right. Caravan Town, you say. Somehow I managed to take out that rat perfectly well. Ooh, a card key. Nice and big for us to see. Requires one card jack. Jesus. That sounds very dog-like. Oh. I can get in and out now. That's nice. Glad that's now a possibility. Did I come back down? One green key. Ooh, a crate. Again, lots of snazzy stuff. I'm very happy about that. Requires one bomb. Okay, I need to somehow fashion a bomb. Or like, I don't know. Do boats have bombs on them? For any particular reason? Is that like normal seafaring stuff? Right, 3 shots takes out a rat. Can I pick up? Carjack. I should probably open this door. Oh, my headphones are running out of battery. So I got the 4-digit code. I assume I can now use it for other dastardly deeds. Yeah. It was very quiet, wasn't it, before I turned that music up to like short periods of time before it did another one. Although I'm beginning to think maybe it's a little bit too loud now, the music. We turn the music to like 75. And also, rather than short, we'll do medium. One of these rooms had a safe. Ah. Oh, there he is. It's Puppy. Owie. Ow, Puppy. You're playing a bit rough, pup. Thanks. Oh, I'm a bit dry, am I? Fucking just pick up the fucking thing, will you? Yay. And what do we get? Electrical wires and a note.
It's urgent! There's mist now! We don't know how far the water's risen! The maps are useless! We need to...
The crew are planning a mutiny, Captain. It is time to act.
Mutiny? They're just trying to stay alive. Are you mad?
I gave you a chance to live. Now we have to protect ourselves from the masses. We will use the lurkers to our advantage.
The lurkers? What the hell are lurkers? Is that what the rats are? Are they lurkers? Or are they talking about, like, Twitch lurkers? All the people who are currently lurking in my stream. JL, I'm looking at you. What the hell is that? Coconut? Electrical wires. It's... okay, there was... if I go back down into wherever it was I was, I believe there was a thing saying I needed to do this, that, and the other. Do I have all the bits for that now? Was it in here? No, it wasn't. How did I get here? I know I came down this corridor from somewhere. It wasn't in there. Maybe I've come in from here. Stairs? No stairs, that's a room. Ah, stairs. Wait, wasn't it in the room right at the end? My melon will keep me safe. Yeah, look. There's like all this stuff over here. Oh. Oh, hey. Wait, what? Aha! Carjack. So, could I have picked that up that entire time? It seems a bit weird, doesn't it? Let's head back up. I'm hoping that is just another one of those rats and not like some mega rat. Or like a dog. Or something strange. Fucking mutant hamster or whatever they had on board. Okay, I'm in the wrong room. Not in there. Wasn't it just further up the stairs, I think? I was wondering what the hell that was on the wall there. Like some glowing entity. It was not. It was just a light. An exit light. Ha. Oh, hi. Ooh, I got stuck on nothing, it seems. Right, can I just... there we go. Meat's back on the menu. Cool. Knock it over. Ow. That's it. Thank you for getting out of my way. Is there a rat in the toilet? Sounds like there are rats all over the place. More cooked potato, thank you.
Cities in the blue, calling the cost of the project's realization borderline criminal and its scope outrageous at least. Despite vocal opposition, the Floating Cities project does not appear to be slowing down anytime soon. According to former General Olaf Wilkstrom's latest statement on the issue, we are fully aware of the strain this puts on our people. Nevertheless, our options are becoming increasingly limited. We must pull through this together, or join Stockholm beneath the waves. Wildstrom refused to comment on the rumors regarding the modification of his personal yacht. When further asked about the Floating City Project's whistleblowers, Olaf Wildstrom chose to terminate the interview. Reaching out to these anonymous sources, we were able to further corroborate his story.
Oh no, not Stockholm. Still needs a bomb. Stockholm is underwater. Oh no. It's a shame. Is Stockholm... Is Stockholm particularly low on the planet? Never been. Wouldn't really know. You'd think they'd put their research in, wouldn't you? So maybe it is. Like, if the world were to flood, that'd be the first place to go. Green key, nice. Anything else in here that I should be picking up? Open that door, make sure that's accessible for next time I pop in, if I come back. Lovely. So, green key. It's essentially just a bunch of fetch quests, isn't it? Go, oh, I found a thing. Oh, I need to go and do that now. Oh, gotta do this, gotta do that. Find this, find that. Insert key, up anus. Turn 360 degrees. Do a little jig. You've got your prize. Green key lets me in here. Into the toilet. It's surprising how dark it is in here, considering that it's been light outside for quite a while. Ooh, I got an achievement. 10 rats. Intermediate lurk. Oh, the rats are lurkers. Okay. Intermediate lurker something or other. Right, I don't know why I'm going in the bathroom again. Aha, a crate. Aha! A lighter and a note.
Get to the lifeboats! Hurry!
Orlov, you coward!
Watch out!
Okay. Okay, that sounded like it went very well for you guys. I'm glad you all survived and are thriving happily. I really hope. Can I go this way? No. Let's try and get some proper food going. What's that? Coconut chicken? Ooh, that sounds lovely. It's hot still, somehow. Drink? Oh my god, it put all my hunger back up. Very nice. I like it. Right, what did we pick up? I picked up a thing and another thing. It's not really hinted at where I'm meant to be going now. Can I go any further up? Do I have all the bits to make a bomb yet? What were the bits I needed anyway? Oh, you're back. Alright, they're pretty easy to dispatch. I can't remember what I've picked up, or if I've picked up everything that I need. Where the fuck am I going? Is there anywhere else I should be going? think I've explored the entire area. There's not anything new in here, is there? Oh, piece of paper? No? Okay. Let us go below. Surely we've got everything to make the bomb now, yeah? I keep hearing that panting and thinking, that's it, I'm dead now. Yes! One bomb! Okay. So now I head back up and that's me into that room. Why is that room so fortified? What room is it, even? Right, are we here? Is it this area? Think. Ah, yes, here it is. It's the top of these stairs. And it goes there. Run. Okay. Okay. Bootleg fireworks achievement. Nice. What's all this? Is that part of the door? Oh god, what am I looking at? Right, okay. Aha! Cooked beet. Oh, I've got quite a few things on me, haven't I? Coconuts, melons. I should probably eat that just to get that out of the way. Cooked beets, very good. Nice. Oh, what's this? Blueprint for a steering wheel? Yes, yes, please. Oh, my food bar's bigger. That's good to know. Why did that get bigger then? Balboa. New note added. Oh, is that for my book? Is it T? It is. Okay. Oh, it's got my items here as well. Excuse me. I should really look at this more often. I didn't know. Okay. Is there anything else? More scrap. Crate for... Oh my god, that was a lot of stuff. I can get rid of the wood. I can get rid of that one piece of plastic. Biofuel? What? Strawberry colada? Ooh, nice. Pick up the things. Is there anything else? Ooh. Blueprint for an engine! Oh, very nice. Right, I'm going to drop you. I'm going to take the engine. Actually, I don't need melons, do I? Let's get rid of them. I'll take the colada. Is there anything else here? Because I don't want to leave and then find out there was something I needed here. Door to the outside. We blew that door up. Another door to the outside. That doesn't look like it needs to be doing anything. That's just some watermelon. Okay, I think that is actually all we need. Picked up all the scrap as well. Hi, outside. I don't think we're going to need the night vision anymore. Very nice. Okay, my food bar is no longer as big as it was. Why? What happened? Why was it... Was it because I was holding melons or something? I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm going to fucking get out of here. I do not need to go through the ship again. I can pretty much just drop down. I think. Yep. Good. Right. Well, that was all that. Finally out of here. Brilliant. I should probably learn those, shouldn't I? Those blueprints, if I'm going to be making an engine and a steering wheel. Does that mean we don't need to rely on the... on this? On the sails? What the fuck was that? Do you see that? Oh, it was that. Was it that? Because I'm standing directly inside it? That was really weird. Just on the side of the screen it seemed very strange. So I've learned them now, so I don't need the blueprints. They can just sit there on the ground. I have a few recipes I could pin up. They might be good. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay. Well, we are just about to hit the 4-hour mark. So, thank you everybody for watching. If you are new and you're still watching, please give us a follow. It would be very much appreciated, and it really does help. Because, yeah, more follows means more good. So, and also it keeps us, like, doing this stuff for you. So, you know, if you like what you see, then what the fuck is wrong with you? For now, I'm going to show off my new raid screen, and let's see how badly the stream takes it. Here we go. Oh my word, it is having trouble. It is loading each one individually. Oh, it is so slow. It's a lot faster when I'm not streaming, but here we go. Who have we got? Who is online? So, it appears we have Stevenator and Duchess as well. Okay, so one of them is going to be the lucky recipient of my love. I think it's going to be Duchess, because I have a feeling she's only got 3 people watching. So have fun over there. I will not be streaming tomorrow, but catch me on... what day is it? Catch me the day after tomorrow. Okay? So have fun over with Duchess, and bye-bye. Burning, what's